Hello, everyone. Hello, Ntokozo. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So, today we're not going to be spending so much time. Funny things happened today, like really funny things. First off, hello, Rachel. First off, my laptop crashed today. So I'm using a borrowed laptop for this webinar because I already promised that I was going to come on live. So my laptop crashed and then there was no power. So the gen was behaving somehow. They just got to fix it and I was so happy that it was fixed because I already planned that I was going to use torchlight and we must do this webinar today. Okay, so welcome. So it's just you guys are online right now. So I'm just going to start. So if you were okay, Helen Dina, welcome. So if you were in the last webinar, I spoke about the basic design principles. So I'm just going to do a little recap before we get into the practical section. Hello, welcome. Okay, so we talked about the basic design principles, which is white spaces, which is the spaces around the design where there shouldn't be any designs on them. Then we have constructing colors, hierarchy, unity in text and color, and then working with the brand color. So while we're going to do this next design, I'm going to be using another the ones that we used the second one I wanted to use. So the thing was that I already started doing the design. I didn't know my network had already cut me off. So after I finished everything and I wanted to come back to read comments and take questions that the thing logged me out. So I'm really sorry about that. So I already did the design. Let me share my screen with you. I already did the design. So I'm just going to um, share it with you so that we can do it together. Let me share my screen. Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Please, can you see my screen? Okay, awesome. So let me show you what I did before. So this is what I did when the whole thing went off. I'm so sorry. So I have to just redo it right now. Okay, so this is the design that we will be working with today. Let me just show you the design right here. So this is this design one of the Tech Up girls did, and I extracted it from Twitter. So this is what she designed. So before we go ahead and start redesigning it, let's just appreciate her work and then before we start trying to make it better. So first of all, she used a very good picture. This picture is beautiful. It's a beautiful picture, and this is supposed to be a flyer for a makeup training. That's what this is supposed to be. And name of this brand is Paige's Signature, right? So she has here that is 1 month, 2 weeks, so we know that's the duration, although it's not exactly clear. 50% off, and like that. So according to our design principles, where this design is fluttered is in the white spaces. There's no white spaces, so she didn't follow the margin. Also, there is the text are scattered. There's no arrangement of the text. There's no we talked about hierarchy in the previous webinar. So some are just in capital letters, some are in small letters, some are scattered. So this is not this is not pretty in the eyes. So the colors look good, but I'm trying to understand where the colors came from, because this pink is not the same pink in this logo. So, right? Okay. So that's what I think. So we can make it better using the same color. Let's pretty much just try to rearrange that in this webinar. So I already did this. I already did this. So I'm just going to recreate it with you guys. So first thing we have to do is, this is our blank canvas. Please, if you have any questions, please write them down somewhere. We'll take questions after this design, because this is the only design we'll be doing today, because there's no time. Okay, Trefania, you have a question. You're struggling to share your clone video. Oh, Trifania, we're not talking about video today. We're not talking about video now. We're talking about graphic Canva design. So that's what we're sticking to. So talking about questions that have to do with the Canva designs. Please, I'll take them after this. Okay, so this is the blank canvas, and let me bring in her design. So there's something I forgot to mention. Her design is lacking some things. Now, when you want to design a flyer, you want to make sure that you have all the necessary information that the flyer needs. So, number one, this training is set to be 1 month, 2 weeks. Okay, 50% off. 50% off of what? Is it 50% off of 20,000, of 10,000? So the price has to be here, or better still, don't put this at all. Don't put this 50% off. But I think for a flyer to be out there, it has to have all the necessary information, right? So then it has this 50% off, and it said intensive makeup training. So what will you be teaching me? At least a glimpse of what the training will be about is what should be here, but I can't find it here. And it's starting May 3rd, 23rd, which is okay. May 23rd, what? Is it 2023? Is it 2024? Is it 2025? It was not specified here. And the venue looks good, is Suite 839 New Banex Plaza. New Banex Plaza, what? Is it New Banex Plaza Abuja? Probably there's another Banex Plaza in Lagos. So this might not be exactly, maybe it may not be really clear, although that's how I put it, the New Banex Plaza, but we may need to add Abuja, Nigeria, because this Banex Plaza, I think, is in Abuja. Then for inquiries, this is good. This number on WhatsApp, and then Instagram page. I have an Instagram page. So what I did when I was designing this was that I was able to bring out just a glimpse of what you'll learn, since it's an intensive makeup training, right? They're supposed to learn different skin types, everything makeup, bridal makeup, social market strategy, makeup photography, makeup videography. And I just put a price for her that okay, everything is going to be 50K, 50,000 naira, and 50% off for the first 10 people. Looks catchy, so people want to sign up immediately. So here, this is the address, this is the phone number, then this is the Instagram handle. So let's just go ahead and design this. So let me enlarge this a bit so that you can see. So this is a black canvas, and I'll be working with three major colors, which is a black background and pink highlights and then white. So that's what we'll be working with. So first of all, we want to change our background color to black. So when we're done with that, we go to elements, and we're going to go to the frames. So the frame that I use is a frame that has an outline, that can maybe change the color, because this one is just in regular circle frame. So I picked the one that has an outline so that I can play around with it. So let me just look for it real quick. I already have it in my recently used, but I just want to look for this one here with you guys, so that the next one I'll just go to my recently used, and so that we can be fast. Okay. Okay, yes, this is the one I used. I'm going to click on it, and then we have it here. This is a frame. Okay. And yes. And I'm going to put it here for a bit. Let me turn on my margin. Very important. The margin will help you guys. For those who are not in the first webinar, I explained that this margin, and you also took the Canva course, so you will understand what I'm trying to say. The margin helps you guide, it helps and guides you to know where the white spaces are, and so that you can try to position your design properly. Okay, so I'm going to change the outline of this in a bit, but first of all, I want to bring in the logo. So what I did was that how I got the logo, because obviously I don't have the logo of the brand, I couldn't get it from even their Instagram page. So what I did was that when I copied this, downloaded this flyer from from Twitter, a very good way for you to get logo, because if I import this flyer and try to extract this logo and remove the background like we did in the last webinar, this whole white borders won't go. So what I did was that I downloaded this flyer from Twitter, and then I resized it. Like what I did was that I resized it this way, I resized it this way, right? Then I saved it on my phone, then came to my uploads and uploaded it here. So that's why it's looking as small as this. However, the logo may not be, good quality, but we can make it work. So that's just a trick if you want to extract logo for something that you don't have the original logo for. Okay, so back to the design. I'm going to go to upload and then upload the I'm going to upload this logo. You see, it's not really clear, but we're going to manage it. So I'm going to remove the background. If you do not have access to Canva Pro, you may not be able to do this. So you see, I've removed that white border that were here, that was there. So I'm going to resize this a bit, and I'm going to put it here. So it's touching the margin. So if you want to, here looks good, but I just want to bring it there a little. So it looks good now. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to change this outline color to this. But let me show you how I got the color. I'm going to go to the color palette and pick a color from this logo, which is this. So that's the color we'll be using, because you want to make sure that you're working with brand colors. Okay, so this is what we have here, and then the next thing I want to do is to bring in this. So I don't have this picture on its own, so I'm just going to resize this, right? And then I'm going to place it inside here. Then I'll crop it by bringing it, I'll adjust it this way. If I had access to like the main picture, I would have been able to play around with it, but I don't. So this is what we have. So I'm going to increase the size of this picture. And we're going to, okay, this is a little too big. We're going to put it here. Hello, Edith. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Yeah, so this is what we have. This is what it's looking like. The picture here, we have the logo, and then we have this. So the next thing I want to do is to bring in the text. So I'm going to bring in the text. This is a heading. Remember when we talked about hierarchy and unity? You don't want to use heading, 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 or body, 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 or subheading. The way they put it here is for a reason. It's supposed to have heading, subheading, and then body. So it will guide you in doing your design. So the last design we did in the last webinar was we used the left side, that's this side. This time around we're going to be using the right. So everything is going to be falling as we're going to be using the right side margin. So I'm just going to reduce this size and put it here. Okay, then I'll change the text. Intensive, and I'll just bolden it a bit. So now this particular text, you notice, is coming out of the margin, and it's okay actually. Like I said, there's no harm in bringing the text out of the margin or bringing it into the white space, but just make sure that it's not too, if it's something like this, this does not look good. So here looks good, the space is adequate, so that's good. So then the next one I want to, this is also a heading. So I want to copy this and change the text. Makeup training. So I'm just going to put it this way and reduce the size a bit. Want to put it this way, align it to the middle, to normal, sorry. Then I'm going to adjust this. So what I'm trying to do is I want it to fit the beginning of the intensive and the ending of the training. So just going to adjust it a bit. So yes, we have that. So I'm going to take it up a bit, and there you have it. I'm going to so this is the text for it. So um that was how we got this one here. This one. So the next thing I want to do is to bring a line. Here's a line. I'm just going to put this line here in the middle. Do you see that pink stuff? Let me show you. If you see the pink highlights or marks, you know that okay, this thing is in the middle of this text. So I'm going to drag it down a bit with my arrow key. Then I'm going to change the color to pink, which is the shade of pink that we used before. So once we're done with that, I'm going to go to the text again and add a subheading. So in this subheading, I'm going to be typing what you learn. So basically, you want to let your audience know, okay, intensive makeup training, what will I learn, right? So that's what I want to add now. Trying to find the right key. This is not my computer. Don't really know. Okay, let me just type it in full. Okay, so I'm just going to bold in this, and yep. So I'm going to put this in the middle. No, like this here. So I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to make sure it also aligns with the other one. That's the intensive makeup training. So it's aligned now. Then next thing is the body text. Somebody you see I've used the heading, I've used the subheading, and now the body text. So for this, I'm going to just copy what I have down there to save time. Okay. Okay. Then I'll align this to the left. I'll highlight everything and align it to the left. Okay. Now reduce this size a bit and place it here. So I'll make sure that it's aligned with, yeah, you see it's in the middle, it's aligned. Then I'm going to increase the line spacing just a bit so that it can have more space. Okay. Then this one I'll just increase it a bit. So the next thing you want to do is to add the fee. So like I said, you can always copy, you don't have to always be going to text. So I'm going to add fee. How much is this training? I believe this training I added um I made it 50K. I don't know how much the person that is training wants to charge. So I'll go to effect, go to background, and I'm going to change the background color to the pink that we're using, that shade of pink, yes. Then I'll go back to effects, made a mistake. The roundness is too much. I just want to reduce the roundness a bit and reduce the spread. I'm going to reduce the spread a bit. Okay, this looks good. But once I do that, I'm going to enlarge it a bit and put it here. So it's directly here. Yes. Then I'll copy this and change the effect to normal and edit the text. Okay, so this is what we have. 50,000, that is the fee. Then I'm going to copy this, the body. I'm just going to copy. The body does not have it's not bold, it's normal. So I'm going to change this to 50% off for first 10 persons. I'm going to put it here. Then what I'll do is I'm going to reduce the size so that it can, be in the same length with the fee and the 50,000 naira. So this is how it looks. Let me see if it's appropriate. Okay. So this is how it looks. Can always zoom in and zoom out so that you know what you're working with. So the next thing I want to do is the duration, which is what I did here. Here, duration 1 month and 2 weeks. So let me just copy this text to save time, and we're going to duplicate this and paste it. So we're going to reduce the size. We're going to reduce the size a bit so that it can fit to, you see, we have to align everything that we're doing so you can align better with everything like on this end. Okay, then the next thing we want to do is to before we add the address and all, let's add the social media um icons. So like I said, if you're using a circle, if you're using a square, it's best to use, you know, the same one. So you cannot use this Facebook that is looking like squarish and then you use an Instagram that is circle. It won't make any sense. So they all have to be in unity. Okay. So how about it's just two Instagram handles that there. Just put it here. Make sure it's aligned properly like that. Reduce the size, put it here. Let him touch the margin, then put this one here and reduce the size also. So you see they are the same size. It is a little. Then I'll copy this and use this as the handle. I think the handle is pairs. What's the handle? Page's signature. Yeah, that's the name of the handle. Although she used only Instagram, I don't know if they're on Facebook. But I mean, if you're on Instagram, they should be on Facebook. So okay, this is what we have. Then we want to bolden this a bit so that it can stand out. So just put it here. Okay, this looks okay. Yeah, like this is okay. Then the next thing you want to do is to add the address. I'm going to be putting the address here. So what I did was that I brought in this rectangle. I got it from Elements. I got it from Elements. So I don't know what I typed, but this is it here. Okay, yeah, I typed rectangle. Yes, I typed rectangle and I saw a bunch of options. So I picked this one and this is the one I'll be using. I'm just going to align it to this fee. Make sure it's okay. All right. Let me bring it down a bit so that it aligns with the Instagram handles. Okay. Then let me bring this one down a bit too. Okay, then I'll change this color to the pink that we're using. Then for the icon, venue and telephone. So instead of using the text venue, and then you can just use this thing. This thing looks like a location icon, so that's what I used, and that's what I'm going to be using here. So this means location. All right, I'm going to change it to white. Then this one is like a calling icon, and we're going to change it to white also as well. So you can see the color are unifying. So we're done with that. Let's um, arrange it. So I'm going to put this here and at the top here. Then do the same with this one. Make sure that they are the same size. Put them side by side and make sure that they're the same size. Okay. So once I'm sure they're the same size, I'll bring this one below it. Then I'll take my text. This is the text I used. So I'm going to be using this one. And I'll arrange it and put it here. Then this is where I said we didn't add Abuja. I believe that the plaza should be in Abuja. If they have another Banex Plaza in Lagos, I don't know, but let's just add Abuja there. And for the phone number, I'm going to copy this, duplicate it, then I'll get the phone number. Okay, then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, and I'll make sure that they are aligned with each other. So yes, that's what I want. Then I'm going to group this. You hold down your shift key and then you tap on what you want to group. I'm going to group everything so that I was not holding the shift key. Okay. You hold down your shift key and tap on everything you want to group, and then just press Control G or Command G. So everything is grouped. Then I want to group this too. Another way to group it is just select it like this and then Command G or Control G. Then so the next thing that I did was the background is plain black, right? So let me increase this picture a bit so that I can just fit better. Okay, the next thing I did was that I figured that I just felt that, oh, the black is looking too plain. So this is what we have. Let me group this too. The essence of grouping is so that they don't move around just in case of anything. So let me increase this a bit, and you can also increase them together instead of doing it one by one. Okay, so this is what we have, and then I wanted to make the I felt like the background was looking too blank, right? So what I did was that I came here and took this picture, copied it, and I'm going to paste it here. Command V. So I'm going to put this as the background image. I'm going to replace the background. So this is what we have. Then I'll go to transparency and I'm going to reduce it to maybe like 20. So, or maybe 25. 25 looks good. So it's still black, right? So this is what we have. If it's okay for me to leave it blank, but I just felt like, oh, it looks nice. If I had access to this picture would have been nice as the background. Just give it that little spice. So this is what we have. This is the design we just created right now. So this is what it's looking like, and it has all the necessary information we need. It's an intensive makeup training. This is what you learn. Okay, I forgot semicolon. What you will learn. This is semicolon after that. And this is how much it is. This is the discount for the first 10 persons. The duration is 1 month and 2 weeks. This is where the training is going to take place, and this is the it is it more professional that the logo. Okay, just 1 minute. I'll be with you shortly, Helena. Okay, so this is how it looks right now. So I think there's something I forgot to add. I forgot to add, yes, starting May. So I'm just going to add when it's starting. It's starting in May. Oh, okay. Starting in May 23rd, 2023. So when somebody looks at it, they know that, okay, this is a training. When is it starting? Where is it going to hold? How do we make more inquiries and all of that? So this is what we have. Okay. Yeah, this is what we have. So if so that's our design. That is what we've done today. So we went from this, and it looks good. So please, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments so that we can attend to them right now. So first of all, I'll be answering. Let me stop sharing my screen so that I can answer questions. Okay. So oh Grace, your network is bad. I'm just seeing your message. Sorry about that. Helen Dina says, is it more professional that the logo be right side, and is there a way to draw lines on Canva? Okay, yes, it's not, there's no fixed rule that, okay, your logo has to be by the right or has to be by the left. It really doesn't matter. Sometimes your logo can even be in the middle. What matters is, does it balance with other elements that are on the design? Is there any conflicting or anything? Because let's say, for example, let me share my screen. Okay, let's say, for example, right, um we want to change everything in this design and put this logo to the left or right. You see what's going to happen right now. Let me duplicate the page. I'm going to select all of this and group it. Then select all of this and group it. Then select this, and sorry, this and this. So let's group this. Then let's change this to this side, and let's change this. Okay. I didn't group it the same way I wanted to group it. Okay, let me use another design so that I don't confuse you. So let's say, for example, remember Canva has like templates. So let's say makeup training templates. Um, Let me look for a design, add a new page. So let's say, for example, this design, the logo was added to the right side, and that's what they say logo here, right? Then if you check out this design, you see that the logo is added to the left side. Do you see? So there's no one size fits all. I'm even trying to look for a logo that is added to the middle. There was a design that I did, and I literally put the logo in the middle and it looked good. So you just have to ask yourself, does it look good in my eyes or does it look off? And most time, if you notice, the logo is usually on the place where much of the text is. Like if you notice, this is where the logo is. coming up. Okay, this is where the logo is, and this is where the remaining of the text is. While if you notice in this design, this is where the logo is and this is where the text is. So there's no one size fits all. If you feel like putting your logo the same place with the text is going to make it like jam packed and everything, it's really okay for you to put it in the left, put it in the right, or in the middle. There's no rule to that. So yes, so there is no rule to that. Okay. Okay, you said you want to. Is there a way to draw a line on Canva? I didn't get that. Okay, yeah. There's a way to draw lines on Canva, of course. So how you can draw lines on Canva is let me use this template. So what you do is go to elements, go to this line, and you have the line here. Let me change it to black. And now I don't know if this particular thing I want to do works on the free plan, but it works on Canva. I think you should work because this one is Canva Pro anyway. So this is what you can do. This is the line that you've drawn. You can elongate it. Do you see? You can elongate it. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter, you can take it up, you can take it down. You can even use a line to draw a shape. Yes, you can. You can go here and format it by making the weight of the line. Let's say you want the line to be the line, the weight of the line to be bigger or smaller. So you can make it thinner like this. It makes it thin. Then you can make it as far as, let's say, 30. This is how big it is. So you can always drag it and do what you want to do with it. Then this one, this key, it's the line type. You can make it straight, can make it elbowed. So it depends on what you want to do. Do you see? So you can decide to do anything with the line. So yes, you can do that. Then also here is the line end. You can choose the line end. Do you want it to have this kind of arrow pointing? Do you want the other end to have a circle? But anything you're doing, just make sure that it looks okay and doesn't look like you're overdoing it, because it's not every element that you should use in your design. Okay. So does anybody have any other question? So it's question time. It's questions. And does anybody have any other questions so that we can answer them right now? So say if you're using Canva to design, Canva gives you the liberty to create your design without doing it from the scratch. The reason I did it from the scratch is because we had a design that was already there, and I'm not sure the designer used a template. So another way that you can even get inspiration is by going online. For example, let's say if you want to do a makeup flyer, you want to do a banner, you want to do a poster, you can just go on Google and type poster, maybe a restaurant poster, restaurant flyer, and then you see lots of designs. So you can recreate them using your brand colors or the colors that you like, or you can just go to Canva template, see what you have, and then work with it from there. So that's basically how to get it done. So does anybody have any question, so that we can wrap this up? Ntokoso said you were made for this. If I show you my old designs, you just be laughing. I think it's just consistent practice that has helped me a lot in design. And if I should say so, if I should say, like, I'm not even there where I want to be yet, but I'm trying as much as possible not to stop. Always keep designing. If designing is something that you like and you have access to Canva, even if it's the free Canva, go ahead and keep practicing, keep imitating designs, and then with time you become a natural. And but at the end of the day, always remember that don't stop learning, always keep learning. Don't say, oh, I know enough and that is it, I'm done, I'm a badass. No, you always keep learning, keep advancing, keep trying new tools and all of that. So Rachel says, I still struggle with making a logo. I'm so sorry. You can keep practicing. There are free templates on Canva that you can use you can create a logo from. And another way to get an idea of creating logo is by understanding the brand and knowing how to create it. For example, if the brand is for babies, you know that it has to have a babyish look. Maybe it's a nursing mother carrying her baby, or maybe a baby chuppy or a toy or something. Just make sure that you have an idea of brands and what they're associated with. So for example, if it's a photography brand that wants you to do a logo, you can look out for how a camera looks like, a lens, a tripod. So just walk around with it. To be honest, even that logo thing is not something that I really like to do. I don't really do much of it, but if I want to do logo, I like to use Coral Draw because it helps me um break down everything I want, the shapes, the text, everything. I can always edit them in a deeper level. But starting from Canva, if you see it's a lot of these logos I've seen people do on Canva, you'll be surprised. So yeah, you can use Canva to do your logo. So does anybody have any question? Okay, this here's a question. Please, can you use templates in different categories interchangeably? Example, use a template under Instagram post for a flyer or vice versa. Yes, you can. Like for example, like when I in the last webinar, I said that the reason why many people are using a particular design size was because they wanted to post on Instagram, they wanted to post on Twitter. But you can use a Twitter template to post on Facebook. It depends on how you arrange it. And you can use an Instagram template to post on Facebook, to post anywhere. It doesn't really matter. The best thing is to get it done. And there's no positive or negative effect. Okay, I think, okay, no, there is. I think the only negative effect is that, for example, if you use a flyer size to make a flyer for, like, the actual flyer size, actual flyer template to make a flyer and you want to post it on Instagram, the Instagram grid, it will cut. So if you, for example, this design that we just edited, I got it from Twitter, like I said. If that design is posted on Instagram, it's going to cut, it's going to crop. So that's the negative effect. But if you're going to use it for Facebook, Facebook will not really cut it or crop it. But sometimes Instagram already has its design template on how you should post. So I think that's the only negative effect. But then you can find a way to make your text and design more concise so that you can use the Instagram template works best for a lot of platform, for Instagram, for Facebook, for Twitter, and all of that. So it's a good template. So okay, we have another question. Are we going to have another meeting discussing about VN app this week and CapCut? I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, like I said in the beginning of this webinar, my laptop is bad. I have to find a way to fix it. I don't even know what is wrong with the laptop. It's not even coming up at all. And I used it last night. So my laptop is bad. I have to find a way to fix it. If I find a way to fix it, then we can hop on this call. Although I don't know how it to be like, because these applications are mobile applications. So I don't know how we can make this work, but I'll try my best. If I can, I'll let Miss Excellence know, and then she'll let you guys know. Okay, so does anybody have any question? Norintia, I hope I answered your question. Thank you, Trefania. I'm trying to work it through. I hope it gets sorted out, but to get sorted out very soon. Please help me with blurry multiple faces on a video. I'm struggling. This class This webinar is now for video editing, is for Canva design review. So sorry, I can't answer that question. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much. This is not a question, rather appreciation. We are more than grateful. Those interested in content creating, your videos are helpful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming out here and being here. And I hope you learned a thing or two. And I hope you keep practicing and learning, and not just doing that, putting your content out there so that when you look back, you'll be like, I used to design this in 2023 and now this how I'm doing. And you'll be able to share your story. Because if I show you the designs I did in 2018, you just be laughing. I made all the mistakes that I'm correcting right here, but because of consistent practicing, learning, and all of that, it helped me get better than how I was before. So that'll be all for now. Thank you, ladies, for stopping by. For those who are going to watch the replay, thank you so much for watching till the end. And that'll be all for this webinar. Do have a wonderful evening. If it's evening where you are, it's evening where I am. So thank you, guys. Bye.